Hi guys, so it's Nancy here and I'm back with all my final pages that I've made for my Disney part of my album. So you'll have seen the process of some of these, but not all of them. I didn't use all of my photos. A lot of these actually are repeats. There's a few pictures of us as a group which I'll probably use on different pages just about the trip in general. So I didn't use them all, but I used a fair few of them. I actually made 6 single pages, 3 double pages and 5 pocket pages. So did do quite well. This is not one that I made. This is one that I made for the Go Go Getaway challenge that was up. And I kind of took my influence from this. And so this is the first part of this album. So I carried on some of the stitching through with it. And sort of stamping and this collection, but I just thought I'd show you this because this is how it's going to look in my album. So the next page in the album will be this double page spread. I really kind of liked working on double pages. Let me just try and get it all in. Sorry if there's some shadows here. But yeah, so this is a double page spread. So I managed to get six pictures on here, but also use the different orientations. So this is actually a Simple Story Say Cheese cut file, which is available in the Silhouette store. So I've used my embellishment clusters here of the stars, and then I've just decorated with the cameras and things. I've actually also done my journaling on this, so that's good as well. So this is one page, and it's just introductory sort of like to Main Street in the park. Then it goes into another double page spread, which is Mickey's Soundsational Parade. And so, again, I shared some of this in there. I kind of finished bits off by, this is the Disney font. It's just a free font that you can download. And then I've just put that in the Silhouette program to just do my title, because I've done it on my front page here, so I thought that'd just be a good thing to carry through. I know it's very themey, but I thought I've actually used all kind of theme based products here anyway, so that'd be good. So I used some of my Silhouette cuts here to make some balloons, so that's good. And again, used a few of these epoxy stickers to carry on through, and then I've got the brads going through as well. So that was my second double pager. Then I have this page, which I don't think I showed any of this. Again, I've just carried on this cluster of the star piece, the Mickey heads, and the cameras. And this is just showing the train ride. Again, this is a little piece that I cut out from one of the cards. I must say that I found these, which are the little flags, the Carpe Diem flags, the Disney ones, were really, really useful, and it doesn't look like I've even made a dent in them, but they were really good for putting in my layers as well. So I've just put them in here. That Disney head was going to move, Mickey head. So then there's that one. So now going to my pocket pages. So this is a pocket page of some of the pictures from the parade, and what I did is I literally just, all my photos bar 2 in here were all 4x6. So I just cut them down, I just cropped them using my trimmer, and there's a little bit of journaling, again carrying on this star motif, and then more on this side. And say, I really love actually doing these pocket pages. I really should do some more pocket pages because I really enjoyed doing them. So here is then a smaller one. This is a Design H. So you've got the 4x6, 2 4x6 and then the 3x4. Again, I kept this quite simple, just some views of the park. I thought it kind of went quite well in here, but of course you could move it. When I put it out in my album, I may move it slightly. So again, just some views for the park. Then we've got the parade that was in the other part of the park, which was the Pixar Parade. And again, this is a 7 paper, I think. Yeah, I think this was a 7 paper one of the 9x12 pages. And so you've got your 2 4x6 and then the rest 3x4s. Again, this is just one of my Disney heads with a little mini sticker on. I've used these tickets throughout as well. And again, you just turn it over. And again, my photos were not quite 4x6, so you have got a little bit of cropping there. And again, use some of those flags up on the card. I want to apologise if you can hear any noise. There's people mowing lawns outside. So this next page is another single page, and this is about the Starbucks at Disney. And the funny thing is, in the Say Cheese collection, there's loads of these coffee cups with the Minnie ears on, or Mickey ears. And so I wasn't really sure how to use them, but I had quite a lot of them. I also had a little epoxy clip that Joe had given me. And so actually I just ended up putting them around this sort of wreath. I then cut out that tiny word Disney on my silhouette using the Disney font. That was like the smallest I'd like cut on it, and I was like, it was really fiddly to get off the mat, but I'm pleased I've done that. So that just kind of causes a bit of a break within those pictures. I fussy cut this magic out of a 4x6 card as well. So the next one is again a double page, which has got swapped over. And this is the Sleeping Beauty's castle. I had this big die cut that I'd done on the Silhouette store. This was actually an image I found on Google, and I just turned it into, I'd done a trace and cut, and so I've done that. And I kept this one pretty simple. It's very unlike me on the white, but I thought the reds and the yellows didn't really, the papers I had for background were just going to kind of mellow out these photos too much, because the blue sky was so blue against all the kind of like, you know, spangly bits of the castle. So this is a bit different for me. As you know, I just used my watercolours there to make a background, and then I've picked up different parts in the red, so I've used some of those dewdrops. Again, Sleeping Beauty Castle done in the Disney fonts, and then I've just carried this cloud motif through, which is quite, there was a few like clouds in the pictures. It just kind of worked really well. So this with those pops of red. And actually I really love just that bit in the Disney castle with like the Mickey face. So I really like that. This is a Amy Tangerine cut on the Silhouette store. It was on my desk, so I thought that kind of just fitted in perfect and kind of joined those two pages together. So that's the last double page, and I really enjoyed doing double pages actually. So then this is one which is just a picture of my boyfriend outside the castle, and again it's just got the Disney ear and bits. It's kind of quite simple. I just wanted to do, you know, make a highlight of some of these photos. This is my boyfriend's son's partner grabbing Goofy for a photo shoot. He was wanting to go on his break, but we wanted a photo, so I just put 100% fun again, which I fussy cut out. These are some different bits, and the balloons again that are carried on through. And I meant to chop these balloons off the side, which I hadn't done. So I'm just going to do that while I am talking to you. So yeah, and again, these two pages sitting next to each other, you know, they're not the same background, but they work really, really well in there. So next page, again, is this piece of paper. This is actually from the Say Cheese 2 collection. It has this big gold Mickey ear on, and again I've used this kind of cut out bit that I've used on sort of several pages. I've got my star circle in here, some more brads, and just kept it really simple. And these are the only two photos that for some reason I hadn't printed out with everything else. I think my boyfriend hadn't sent them to me when I sent the photos to print, so he'd sent me these in the meantime, and that's them meeting Mickey. Oh, make that one goes that way. So then we're on to Paint the Night Parade, and again I've just done a really simple pocket page. This is design S, so you've got 3 4x6 down the side, and these are the 3x4s. Because of course they turn all the lights on, because lights off, because it's electrical parade, so they were very dark photos. So I thought on this I'd put some white in here. I've used this Amy Tangerine on a whim paper, which just really makes everything pop. And again, this is more of that parade, and again just a little card that I put in here with the camera going through, and again just this little piece of that on a whim. And I've carried on that on a whim paper just here again because I had a few more pictures, and this is actually a We Are Memory Keepers one that I chopped down just because I wanted the 3x4s, so I just popped that down. And this pink is the reverse of that paper, but I thought when it's overlaid like this it actually goes really well with these photos, so it wasn't too much an issue. And then the last page I've done is just the final photos at the end of the day, with like the castle lit up, the crowds of people. It's really disappointing, the fireworks, they cancelled them. We'd stayed late on purpose after the parade to watch the fireworks and they were cancelled. So I've just mentioned that in my journaling. I just thought I'd finish it off with Happily Ever After. Again, that was cut out on the font. So as you can see, I made a real dent in getting these all done, and as I said, I pre-made the circular embellishments before sitting down to do anything, and I'd done my die cuts on my silhouette, but other than that it was actually quite a simple process. Worked out what pictures I wanted to do, what stories I wanted to tell, and because I took so many pictures, these double page spreads work really well. And when they're in my album, I'm just going to use, I think last time I just used some red line tape just to stick the page protectors together, so when you open them they do stay together as a page. I think they'll be more important on the parade one, where the title goes over 2 of them. Again, I've really liked using the mixture of page protectors here, the smaller sizes, and how that works. I'm super happy to have all of these pages done. It's made a real dent in my album, because you know it has kind of stalled a little bit. So yeah, I'm super happy with this, and like, you know, I've enjoyed working with a themed collection. So yeah, this is the one where it'll be super important that they're together, because otherwise it'll say Mickey's Soundsational Parade. That won't make sense. So just putting those together will just mean that you'll read that more as one piece. And yeah, so I really enjoyed this. I hope you've enjoyed this kind of bit longer video from me, explaining my process and everything. But I just thought it was really important that I put it all down in one to show you kind of how it went together. So yeah, do go over and check out the blog post where there'll be photos of everything down below. I said I really enjoyed this. Is something a little bit different from me, but I hope you've enjoyed it. So do please leave your comments below. Please do subscribe if you're not a subscriber to my channel, and I'll be back with some more videos very soon. Thanks guys, bye.